Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from all over the globe. I am Chukwuka Okeke broadcasting live. I welcome you all to this live broadcast. First and foremost, I want to apologize that I've not been able to, broadcast for about 2 days now. Not just because of anything else, but um, you know, downtime, poor internet access. Okay, I tried everything I could. It wasn't just possible, So, but today, I think things are looking up, and I hope and pray I will be able to, finish this live broadcast smoothly. Smoothly. Okay, so and what I want to do is to quickly run through TBC blog. Of course, as you know, all TBCians are always advised to study TBC blog daily. Study TBC blog daily. That means visit TBC blog several times in a day. Like I will always say, admin can post updates at any point in time. So it is our responsibility as TBCians to always visit TBC blog in order to acquaint ourselves with updates, with information. Let's be knowledgeable about what we're doing. Let's be excited about the billion coin, and let's do the needful. All right. So without much ado, let me share my screen and take us straight to the TBC blog. Just a moment. All right, here we are. This is TBC blog, and these are the various blog posts for today. The first one says abundance-based economy, Hindi. It's a video. So let's quickly dive in. Okay. That's my brother there, Abdul Sata. Okay. So for those of us that understand the Hindi language, you would have to go and get the details. Okay. You will have to go and get the details. All right. So let's move on. The next blog post here says TBC is your birthright. Of course, it is your birthright. It is my birthright. It is our birthright. We must understand that and take full advantage, recapture our birthright that was taken away, all right, due to ignorance. But now we know. So let's pursue it. So let's see how. That's Mofo Money, my brother Mofo Money from Cameroon. Yeah. All right, so we're going to stop it there. We're going to stop it there. You go to the blog and listen to Move for Money. He always produces quality content live broadcasts. Okay. All right. Okay. The next blog post says how we will get to the desired end results. And I want to spend a bit of time here. Okay. There's a video, there's an article, there's a poster, and it's from TBC admin, always loaded with great stuff. Okay. Um, all right. So this is a great video clip from my brother Embe. You know, it will help the entire community. Okay, to invite, to recruit. It tore TBC apart in terms of quality content. You know, it tells you all that you need to know, okay, about TBC and how to go about it. So it is a video I recommend to every TBCian, all right, to watch several times over to be able to, have a hands-on, okay, on TBC activities, okay, especially information that will help every one of us to recruit and recruit and recruit. Okay. Um, maybe I will just let me play it a bit, and then I hope you will be able to hear what content is. But to be poor. All right, so I'm going to end that video clip there. Go straight and watch it yourself. Okay, watch it several times over. It takes you through all you need to know at this point in time and what to do in order, okay, to be able to put yourself in line to getting out of poverty. Okay, so let me see. Wow, this is quite lengthy. I will not be able to read this path. Let me go straight to um, uh, let me see. There's a portion I want to read to us. Um, okay. Okay, maybe I will just read a portion of it. Okay, because of time. I read, it is time for the world to receive an abundance-based economy. Ending poverty globally is a necessary part of having an abundance-based economy. The truth is that we live in a world full of natural abundance, and any claim otherwise is false. Any claim that humanity has overpopulated this earth is also a lie meant to enslave the whole of humanity. Let us not be deceived. We should all embrace this one truth that we live on an earth full of abundance. Poverty is a man-made condition and is completely based on artificial scarcity. Because of artificial scarcity, technological advancement threatens to impoverish additional mass quantities of mankind. This doesn't make any sense. Logically, technological advancement should empower humanity to rise out of poverty and misery and should not further enslave us. This is a critical point in our history upon this earth. Will we continue to be suppressed by the few that desire to further enslave us? Or will the masses unite to stand up for their birthright of accessing the abundance of this wonderful earth? Another truth we should embrace is that the few only have power over consenting masses. At any time, when the masses refuse to consent in total unity against those intent on enslaving us, those few will have no power over us. It is becoming more and more obvious that we have nothing substantial to gain by continuing to consent to these evil plans for us, and the few working to make them happen. I don't want you to be poor. Do you want me to be poor? Of course not. We, the masses, are sick and tired of living in a world full of poverty and misery. We cannot afford to ignore the problem of world poverty. Ignorance comes from the root word ignore. So we also cannot afford to remain in ignorance. Stop TBC with the intent to end poverty globally. TBC will lead the world into an abundance-based economy Imagine a world where everyone has access to abundance, and a world where we conquered poverty. Death by starvation will be unheard of in the world. Sorry, I take it again. Death by starvation will be unheard of in that world. According to all of the creature comforts we see in first world countries will become universal in every corner of this earth, like safe and sound housing, plenty to eat, purified water on tap in both hot and cold variations. Would an abundance-based economy end socio-economic classes? Of course not. It will just strip the current bottom layers off the scale of classes once we end poverty globally. There will always be people that want more and others that want less. Each will gather the level of comfort and luxury they desire without unnecessary hindrances imposed on us. Consent should be a tool of empowerment and not a tool used to enslave. Yes, I do recognize that we do not currently live in such a world. The world we live in today is full of hatred, war, crime, and many other miseries, all because of man-made poverty. We have, excuse me, we have no other choice but to go through a transformation in order for humanity to live in a world that enjoys an abundance-based economy. We must accept that the passage of time is a part of this transformation. Rome wasn't built in a day. This kind of transformation will not be effortless. We literally have to change everyone's mind about this to complete the transformation. Some minds will be very difficult to change. So we should recognize that. The truth is contagious. It spreads just like a virus. I've already given you the pathway out of poverty. And this is the link. This highlighted link takes you to that pathway out of poverty. Because you just click on it, tap on it, and it takes you there. So I continue to read. So I want to give you some additional clarification why this pathway will work. We must come to the terms with what the world at large will accept. The world already has an idea what to expect from a millionaire or a billionaire. We really can't alter that existing belief too much. Otherwise, the world will reject it. In other words, the world will not accept a millionaire or billionaire that behaves like ignoramus. If the way they talk or think appears like an ignoramus, then people would question how they achieved the status or claim that they are a millionaire or billionaire. Let's specifically address the status of a TBC billionaire. If the majority of these TBC billionaires lack good business sense, then the world will reject them and their claim and will even violently oppose them. Therefore, it is imperative that the TBC billionaires each develop this good business sense within themselves. Otherwise, rejection should be expected, not by me, but by the world at large. So, my point here is that you should expect to grow in a professional way if you want the world to accept your status as either a millionaire or a billionaire. My concern is emptying the admin wallet as fast as possible between a billion members. Okay. So I do not ask for very much at all. In order to distribute a whole TBC coin at this time to you. So don't use that as an acceptable standard to measure your status as a billionaire. You really need to study so that you will also talk, act, and think like a billionaire. Otherwise, we will have a hard time getting to mass adoption without the world rejecting us. Within the pathway out of poverty, I introduce Bitcoin bounties. Participation is encouraged, but remains optional as far as earning Bitcoin bounties. You must meet some basic requirements before you are allowed to opt into getting Bitcoin bounties. The opt-in process shows the ability to follow directions. An ignoramus cannot follow directions. In order to earn Bitcoin bounties, you have to talk to people in such a way that motivates them to join and to make a monthly payment. Knowing how to motivate people to take desired actions is a business skill. Relatively speaking, we are not asking for much from people to participate in Bitcoin bounties, but it still requires some skill and credibility in order to be successful. For many of the poor on earth, they don't have any experience at all in motivating others to participate in a business activity. Bitcoin bounties is a very simple way to build up those people's skills and business credibility. By design, Bitcoin bounties are much, much more than a simple way to collect funds for the admin to pay the expenses of running TBC. It is a 50-50 partnership agreement. It's not a bad thing if some of our members struggle to earn Bitcoin bounties. Think about that. Struggle is the only way some of our members will learn what it takes to be in business. Without Bitcoin bounties, these kind of members may be able to complete a 40 grain transaction as a buyer, and that activity takes very little skill to complete it. Buying is easy. Selling requires some skill. How are they going to be able to sell 40 grains if they struggle to get people to pay 8 grains We want our members to develop some good business sense during the distribution phase of TBC so that later they can create a business on their own and be successful at it. 2, the employee mindset is very different from the entrepreneurial mindset. And let's face it, most poor people only have experience as an employee and no experience in running a business. Bear in mind that the way TBC will end poverty globally is by turning 1 billion members into 1 billion business owners that will employ 5 to 10 employees each. The coin or the technology alone will not create 4 billion jobs. People create jobs, right? The media war against TBC is coming. The elite are very predictable if you study their playbook. I have studied their playbook and I know they own and run all of the mainstream media outlets. Once we get big enough for them to take notice of TBC, I guarantee you they will do everything in their power to tear TBC down. They will spread negative talking points out to these outlets to broadcast against TBC. The more ignorant our TBC community is, the easier it will be for them to come up with negative talking points about us. Spreading fear and doubt about TBC is what they will do. It will happen. We must be highly organized and unified in order to combat in this media war and win the battles. This is the main reason I encourage members to become broadcasters, to learn how to speak well on video and defeat any issue that the elite may use to tear us down. The truth is on our side. 1 million TBC broadcasters that work together in a unified manner is all it will take to win this media war. If you are not actively promoting TBC, then you won't have the needed knowledge and skills to be an effective TBC broadcaster during the media war. So, buying 40 grains of Kringles to receive 1 whole TBC from the admin wallet and then sitting back and doing nothing to help build up the TBC community will make you a very weak TBC billionaire. So weak that the world will reject your claim to the status of billionaire. Weakness should not be encouraged. At this time, we are not forcing any of our members to participate in Bitcoin bounties. Just remember that collective efforts produce collective results. My concern is that currently most of our TBC members are not actively learning how to present themselves as millionaires and billionaires to the world. Bitcoin bounties can turn this around. When we started the Bitcoin contests, we had small 3-digit numbers of new members coming in weekly. Then it grew to 4-digit numbers, and soon it will be 5-digit numbers. And then 6 and 7-digit numbers. C. Okay, this blog posts, okay, this highlighted blog posts, okay. about the last 7 months of contest results, and then images that go with it. Bitcoin bounties have a way of unifying our TBC community, unlike anything we have ever done before. Okay? Okay, so that's where I will end it, because we'll still continue with our blog post. I just needed to read this to us so that, we will feel quite encouraged to go and visit the blog and read it on our own. Study it, okay? Go through it severally, because, the content, is quite meaningful, and we must all know all of that by now. This is not the first time, TBC admin, always, say things in various ways at different times so that people will be able to understand and internalize what he's saying and then act it. Okay? Follow it. All right? Act it and bring out the desired results. All right, so let's continue with the blog post review. Marilu Brow, TBC Merchants Meeting and Orientation. Okay, that's a video from Marilu Brow. Watch it. She's been doing an awesome job. Okay, in the various broadcasts. Okay, various live broadcast presentations. Okay, the next one says, supporting the TBC builders get better results than listening to those that refuse to work. Okay, so go and get the details. All these are statements of facts, but we need to watch the videos, read the articles, study them, and make sense, good sense out of them all. Because if they don't have quality, they don't have quality content, TBC admin will not post them on the blog. Can be sure of that. TBC admin doesn't just post anything. When you see anything on the blog, when you see any blog post, read it, because TBC admin goes through every live broadcast, every TBC live broadcast, and then decides to post those that have good and quality, content that will move us forward. Okay, so the next blog post says, be a product of our product. Okay, so go and watch it. That's my brother there, Ace Fletcher. I've watched it. Good quality. Then the next one says, new members are getting attention in the French TBC community thanks to Eradicate. Well, Eradicate is just up there, all right? It's top quality broadcaster, trainer, and teacher. So don't miss any of his videos, okay, or trainings. Don't, because you'll be missing out. Key blog posts, video, all right? Go watch it and see the blog post at that time, okay? And of course, update yourself accordingly. Stephen Covey makes it clear that personal responsibility is the key. Of course, admin made it very clear. Stephen Covey reiterates it. Yours sincerely also reiterated it. And a couple of other top broadcasters, have talked about it. So go watch it and be updated. Then the last but not the least blog post says, watch and witness a 160 grain as $400 transaction. Okay? All right, so you go and watch that. and learn from it. Okay, so that's the end of this review. I will have to stop sharing so I can close. My time is fast spent. Yeah. Okay, so that's where I will end it. I've really spent quite a number of time, but I needed to read. It means blog posts there because it's always very powerful, and everyone needs to understand and follow. Everything that admin puts on the blog post, so we can learn, act it, and move us forward. Thank you so very much, as many as are watching and listening. I appreciate you all. Welcome you to all of my live broadcasts. I do this every day, except the days that I have, downtime with my internet. Okay, so I always invite you to join me in my live broadcast. It will only help you to learn, to get updated, and to equip yourself, okay? So you will be able to stand firm with full confidence and talk about TBC and its activities anywhere you are without any shadow of doubt, okay? Also, remember, to like my videos, my live broadcast videos. Also, remember to subscribe, okay? Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then don't forget to click on the bell icon so you will always get notifications about my latest live broadcast videos, okay? The last but not the least is ensure that you share these live broadcast videos. Share it with everyone in your contact. Make sure that they see it. Encourage them to watch it. Encourage them to get involved with TBC. Not to force anyone anyway, but just to let them know, let them get the information, and then let them make up their minds. Okay, but then the information has to go out first, okay, before people will be able to make up their minds. And for everything I have said, if you still have issues, get in touch with me. I will clarify them for you, so long as they are relevant to TBC, to the billion coin. I will clear them up for you. I will teach you. I offer that all the time, to teach you, to train you, to mentor you, to guide you, to coach you, until you're able to stand firm on your own. Okay, that's a little sacrifice I've offered, to make in order to ensure that our community gets to its ultimate destination. Thank you once again. Good night, and God bless you all.